If you really sit down and think about it, college is in fact an investment, right? You're investing a lot of time, 4 to 8 years, and a lot of money. The average amount of debt students have when they graduate in the US is currently $32,000 according to the Federal Reserve, in the hopes that getting a college degree will help you secure a good career. But what if I told you that there's actually a career path that is far cheaper and requires much less time to get into, yet pays better, provides you with more freedom, has an even higher ceiling for growth, and is far more secure? I'm talking about digital marketing. And I know it sounds kind of boring, but it's something that I'm actually extremely passionate about because it's given me the life of my dreams. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why this field is a much better alternative than going to college. Let's start off with what exactly is digital marketing. Well, it's a huge field that covers just about everything business related online. This includes things like sending emails, growing a YouTube channel, placing ads on Facebook, and even selling products on Amazon. But if I were to sum it all up in one sentence, digital marketing is the ability to get people's attention online, to get people to stop and listen to you, your business, and your message. And this is one of the most valuable skills in the world right now. Here are some fun facts. In 2005, only 16% of the planet had access to the internet. In 2010, 30%. And just this year, 2018, we passed the 50% threshold. Very soon, the entire world will be connected by the internet. This has caused huge changes in the way business is currently being conducted around the world. See, in 2014, the total amount of sales for e-commerce, which is the buying and selling of products online, was $1.3 trillion. This year, the total amount of sales will pass $2.8 trillion. The amount of business being conducted online has more than doubled in just 4 years. Every business owner that has any common sense now realizes that there is an opportunity of a lifetime. Instead of having to rely on foot traffic and word of mouth to make sales, you can now access the hundreds of millions of people around the world who use the internet every single day. And their next thought is, well, damn, I need to find myself a good digital marketer, someone who knows a thing or two about the internet, someone who can help me build my business online. And it's this realization that is causing digital marketing to become one of the most in-demand jobs right now in the entire world. Here's some proof to show you just how easy it is to find a job as a digital marketer. Here's a screenshot I took last year from LinkedIn. There were about 18,000 positions open in the US alone. Here's a screenshot I took yesterday with the exact same search query on LinkedIn. The demand for digital marketers has tripled in just a year. And the reason this is happening is because literally every single business on this planet, that's hundreds of millions of businesses, are starting to realize that they need a digital marketer if they want to stay relevant. This means that unlike the 40% of recent college graduates who are currently underemployed, which means they are working in jobs that don't even require college degrees, if you study digital marketing and gain just a little bit of experience, you will have almost no trouble finding a job. This is because companies are having an extremely hard time finding people who have even an ounce of experience in this field. Let me explain why. See, the thing about digital marketing is that it's not something you can learn in school. You've seen it yourself. The internet undergoes pretty significant changes every couple of years. This means colleges are having an extremely hard time catching up. If you look at most college courses nowadays that quote unquote specialize on the internet, most of them are still focusing on things like building websites, which, don't get me wrong, was extremely important 10 years ago, but they're not teaching you anything about YouTube or Facebook or Amazon, which is what's most important right now. This means that companies are forced to look for just experience when hiring digital marketers, which means it's entirely possible for an 18-year-old to get a digital marketing job. In fact, here's one of our students, Sean, who managed to land not one, but 2 digital marketing jobs, making $60,000 at the age of just 18 years old. Isn't that crazy? That's basically how much people are making right now out of college. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do just that. But before I do that, let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind, which is just how much money can you make working in this field? Now, there are 3 possible paths you can go down if you choose to become a digital marketer. Let's start off with the easiest path, which is to gain just enough experience to get hired for an entry-level position. And this is fairly easy to do. There are a ton of free resources online that cover the basics of digital marketing, but I'd actually recommend you to check out a video training series that my good friend Seth and I put together for you, which I will link to in the description box below. Over there, he goes into detail about the basics of digital marketing, what companies are looking for when they're hiring, and also step by step what you need to do in order to land a digital marketing job in just a couple of months. That's right, we've had a ton of people go through the program who landed a job in just a couple of months. Like, for example, Ash, who was a high school dropout, took our course and landed a job in just 5 months. Or Shin, who was a college dropout, she managed to land a job in just 2 months. Her husband went through the course along with her and also landed a job in digital marketing soon after. Now, the average pay for an entry-level digital marketing job like this is currently anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000, which isn't crazy high, but keep in mind that you don't need to invest 4 years of your life getting a college degree to land this sort of job. On top of that, there's actually a huge potential for growth. Seth went from getting paid a $40,000 salary to getting paid over $100,000 in just 3 years. What justified this huge pay raise? Well, if you're doing everything correctly, you will start providing results for the company that you're working for, which means that over time, you become more and more valuable for them because you're the one that's responsible for all of their growth online. You're the one that's making them more money, which means they're going to do everything in their power to keep you around. You can easily use this as leverage to get raises. All you have to do is say, hey, I'm making you more money, so I deserve to get paid more. Now, in addition to this insane room for growth, another benefit is that you can ask for remote work, which is the ability to work from home or while you travel. See, most digital marketing work can be done with just a computer and an internet connection. So it's very easy to ask your employer for remote work. It benefits them because it saves them money and office space, and it benefits you because it allows you to work from wherever you want. You could stay at home in your underwear or travel the world and work at the same time if you so pleased. Now, working for someone else is the conventional route. This is something that's perfect for any of you who enjoy making good money and having little responsibilities of your own. But if you're someone who's a bit more ambitious and would like to make a lot more money or be their own boss, let me paint you a picture of what's possible a couple of years down the line if you choose to get into digital marketing. The second path you can go down is to create what's called a digital marketing agency. Like my friend Anthony, who recently reached out to me about how he's been able to replace his full-time income with the money he's now making from running an agency. Now, let me explain how this works. See, once you gain the experience and a good track record working with other companies as a digital marketer, you could easily go up to other businesses and say, hey, I managed all of the digital marketing for Bob's mattress store for half a year. I helped them grow their online presence and their overall sales went up by 25%. I can do the same thing for you. All you have to do is pay me X amount of money every single month and I'll handle all of it for you. To give you an idea about just how powerful this is, a friend of mine actually runs an agency just like this. He manages and creates Facebook content for businesses in his area at the rate of $2,000 per month. Right now, he has contracts with 12 companies, so if you do the math, that's about $24,000 per month, which comes out to almost $300,000 a year. Imagine how much money you can make running an agency like this if you're managing 25 or even 50 companies, all paying you $2,000 every single month. You could become a millionaire if you so wished. That's the power of running a digital marketing agency. And finally, let's talk about the last path that you can go down if you choose to become a digital marketer. It's the path that I'm currently on right now, which is to have the business of your dreams, to create a business around whatever it is that you're interested in and make it succeed by applying what you've learned over the years doing digital marketing for other companies. My business, which includes multiple streams of income, coaching over the phone, consulting for companies, affiliate commissions, and getting paid for sponsorships, are all possible because of my ability to get people's attention on YouTube, which is a digital marketing skill. When I decided to start a YouTube business, I didn't just wing it. I actually had a clear plan in mind, a plan that I knew had a very high chance of succeeding because I already had close to 2 years of experience doing digital marketing on other platforms, Amazon and Google. I spent about a year building websites on Google and another year selling Kindle books on Amazon. And when I saw an opportunity to create a business on YouTube, I took everything I had learned, all the strategies that worked for me, all the mistakes that I made over the 2 years, and I applied it to the channel. I stuck to my strategy and the results are what you see today. This was possible because the amazing thing about digital marketing is that although every platform is a bit different, right? YouTube is very different than, say, Facebook. There are certain strategies, certain techniques that are universal to everything online. A video that does really well on YouTube is probably going to do very well on Facebook. This third path is the path that I've chosen because it's given me complete freedom and control over my life. I don't have any bosses that I have to listen to. If one of my sponsors or clients is giving me trouble, I simply tell them that I'm no longer interested in working with them. All of the work is work that I'm actually genuinely interested in. Helping people improve their lives has always been a passion of mine. And on top of all of that, I make enough money to travel the world, work whenever I want, and basically do whatever I feel like doing. And it's all because I decided to learn more about digital marketing 5 years ago. Alright, so at this point, you're probably thinking, improvement pill, I'm interested, but how exactly does one gain experience as a digital marketer? Well, there are 2 ways you could go about it. The first is via trial and error, which is basically what I did. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty cocky when I first got started. I attempted to build my online business without any experience experience whatsoever. And because of that, I ended up wasting thousands of dollars creating websites, buying ads, and buying software without any sort of success. The only reason I was able to eventually find success was because I got myself a mentor, someone who was already an expert at digital marketing on Amazon Kindle, who taught me everything I needed to know. And even then, once I knew what I had to do, I still had to spend thousands of dollars creating the books and getting them ranked on Amazon. I would only recommend you to go down this path if you're someone who has a lot of money to burn. And even then, I feel like the alternative is less risky and has the potential to get you better results. The alternative is to gain the bare minimum amount of experience needed to get hired as an entry-level digital marketer, which again can be done extremely easily by going through Seth's course, which I will link to in the description box below, and to use your employer's money to gain experience. See, when you get hired as a digital marketer, your boss is going to give you a portion of their marketing budget to play around with. This is actually expected in the industry. Your boss gives you a little bit of money to see how well you do before handing their entire budget over to you. It's actually expected of you to show up, to make mistakes, and to gradually learn and improve over time. And over time, you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't. You're going to start producing better results for them, which means a pay raise for you, but more importantly, a larger budget for you to play with, because they have more faith in your skills. And over the course of many months or years, you're going to get comfortable enough with your digital marketing skills to go down whatever path you so choose. You could apply to other companies as an expert digital marketer and make six figures that way. You could start your own digital marketing agency and make millions of dollars if you put in the work, or you could even start your own business, something that you're passionate about, and live life however you please. Getting hired and using someone else's budget to learn digital marketing is a risk-free way of gaining experience. Think of it as an internship that pays decently well with a lot of benefits and the potential to have an amazing kick-ass career down the line. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Again, I highly suggest you check out Seth's course, which I will link to in the description box below. It starts off with a 4-part video series that is completely free, so there's no harm in checking it out. And out of all of the programs that I've ever recommended on this channel, his is actually the one with the highest rate of success. Here are just some of the thank you messages we've received from his past students. Besides that, guys, I wish you the best of luck and stay tuned.